Hello, how are we doing, chat? How are we doing, Lenore? How are we doing, Trindor?
It is a Thursday.
Almost the end of the week. Holy shit, FNAF King! Yo, look at your 10 consecutive stream watch streak. Oh my god. Sub twink. I ain't no twink. I'm a big hard man. Me. No twinks here. How you doing, Dark? How you doing, FNAF King? 10 streak watcher? Oh my god. This guy's watched 10 streams? No fucking way. That's crazy, dog. That's mental, man. How are y'all doing? Are we vibing? You started Rogue Trader? How are you finding it, Lenore? It's so fun. What class are you playing? What class have you gone for? Also, the origin as well, right? Because the origin kind of matters in that game as well. Psycho Operative. That's exactly what I played. I played a Psycho Operative, and then for my second class, I think I went Assassin. I think. Because it's, what is it? Assassin, Bounty Hunter, and I can't remember what the other one is. You know, in Magic, I also went as a Psyker, and I think most of my build ended up being Psyker related, because I quite liked the Magic mechanic. I might work to be the weekend already. I have only done 2 days of work, and I'm already ready for the weekend as well, man. You know, I'm only going to have worked a 3-day work week, but
It's been a week and a half, man. It's been crazy.
already looking at the Psyker skills so far. I very much enjoyed the Psyker skills. Have you got all of the companions yet, Lenore? Actually, you probably weren't. I'm guessing you were only in Act 1. Was work from home Monday, Tuesday. I work from home tomorrow, so I get a bit of a chill into the week. But it's been a busy week for me. Only started yesterday. What characters do you have? I only got Cassia. Oh, I like Cassia. Cassia's great. Such a fucking strong class. Just absolutely decimates the field. I'm not gonna lie, she's fucking crazy. She's cracked. You like Abelard, really? Abelard's alright. I used Abelard quite a lot. I used Cassia quite a lot. I used a character you don't have yet quite a bit. I actually missed one of the companions. I missed them. You know, all the companions. Not a spoiler. I missed out on the Space Marine. Didn't manage to get him. And then I used the Eldari quite a lot, but I can't remember her name at all. Can't remember her name right now. Iliad, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Did everyone else have a good weekend, by the way? Everyone have a good weekend this weekend? Feels like... Actually, I did stream on the weekend, didn't I? It feels ages away. I mean, I did have, like, a couple of days off this week, so...
It feels like, you know, it's been ages since I streamed, man. It's so weird.
Are you know Heinrichs and Marazai are going to become staples? Do you like Marazai? Marazai was alright. Heinrich, I used, I think, but I wasn't crazy about him. Built furniture and fix your shed door? Yo, so now your shed's looking good. What furniture did you build, Dark? Anything good? You haven't done anything else? It's just been Rogue Trader? Rogue Trader's a good game, though, to be fair. So I don't blame you. got a bookshelf full of my old books. Yeah, speaking of books, over this like past weekend, I think I got like 13 or 14 books. So my shelves are significantly more full than they were prior to this weekend. Tomorrow I have to go to my psychologist, but I'm actually super anxious because I have to go on the bike. There's a warning for super slippery streets. Picked up the Rise of the Golden Idol DLCs. Are they cheap right now? Trent? Or were they cheap in the sale? Small sale. Oh yeah, they're like $13.49 for the DLCs. I would like to play them at some point, to be fair, because I haven't got those yet. I do remember the end of Rise of the Golden Idol being quite hard to crack, though. I honestly can't remember the ending. I remember the ending of the first one, Rise of the Golden Idol, though. I got a bit lost. Really kind of crazy at the end of that game, though. It's like 45 minutes plus a 20-minute walk if I go with public transport. It's not much of an option. Oh. Uh-oh. So you gotta take bike. I mean, Dutch people bike everywhere, right? Isn't that like a fact? Dutch people just bike everywhere. There's no cars in the Netherlands. I'm zooming through Case and Rise Again to remember stuff. I remember Case being alright at the end. I remember Case being okay, and Case making a lot of sense at the end and not being too confusing. But I remember Rise of the Golden Idol just being a bit mindfucky by the end with what was going on. Really confusing exactly what was happening with it, I found. Or from what I recall. If the government is like it's slippery, please stay inside. A lot of people will stay home. That's insane, that. They haven't invented the automobile over there yet. No, they're gonna make like a pedal car, I've heard. Soon. They're almost there. Schools are closed because of it. If it's really too slippery to bike, I can just ask to do it online. I mean, that's always an option, right? Just saying, oh, can I do it online? Right? Can't you do that anywhere? I mean, I know a lot of, like a lot of people who've gone through therapy and stuff, IRL, and they all do it online, I think. All of them. Who wants to talk about their personal shit in person when you can do it behind the screen of a computer, right? That's easy, right? Right? You both preferred it in person, really? I don't know. I'd feel a lot more vulnerable, I think, in person. Like, I think it's so much easier to talk about shit over a computer than in person. In person is like, you know, just a bit scary, man. Scary. I've also just realized I don't have my drink, so I'm just gonna go get my bottle.
I'll be right back. It'll be like 2 seconds, man.
Behold the water. Oh. Oh. I feel like someone will hear me if I do it at home. I get along with my psychologist. It's literally like I'm yapping with a friend. So what are we doing once we finish Danganronpa? I don't think we'll finish it today. Dark. Sorry to burst your bubble. I don't think we're that close. I've looked up how long the last chapter is, which we are on. And oh, it's long. It's longer than the others. I'm afraid manifestation won't help you here, son. Woo, we love Dangan Stinker. Fucking god. Dead, but same basically. I'll go with launcher. So, if you remember, guys, we got murdered, but we got saved, and then we have snuck back into the school with Kyoko. So, that's where we're at right now.
Shall we go?
Let's head to the gym. Monokuma should be there. I don't know how the voice is going to perform today. Don't feel like my voice is at the, you know, in its best state for doing loads of voices. So we'll have to see how it goes. Just broke your nail clean off your toe. Is this one of your manky toes, Lenore, or?
My entire toenail just snapped right off.
We're speeding and in we go into the gym.
Well now, well now, well now, well now.
Hey. Kyoko, I don't mind so much, but Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again. This time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko.
Do whatever you feel you have to.
What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh? Lose? You explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you went to an excuse to kill
in
me.
other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right,
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery.
Alter ego.
You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Makuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, the alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
That means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well,
And you can prove this, right?
well,
No, I can't.
Don't just say it like that. What is this? A comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now. With a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
However,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
what the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
Indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince. If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly
Listen to
right.
me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. You have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and
that's
square,
what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
But honestly, my fucking Monokuma voice is all over the place today. My vocal cords cannot do this today. I don't know what it is. They're not feeling quite right. You know what I mean? You guys ever have those days when your vocal cords are like, I ain't doing that. You are limited today, and that's all I'm giving you. To do Makoto's trial over again. Only this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown.
It's time for one last
final
showdown.
battle
Oh.
between hope and despair.
What a line delivery.
Hey,
Well, that would make a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Makuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Barry.
what's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Now what you're suggesting might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does that mean you accept?
you guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory? Let's have one finally grisly showdown.
You agreed? Then we still have a shot at this.
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end. So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries?
That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that, then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
It's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Makuro's death and solve the mystery that's in this school, then you win. But if you can't do all that,
Well, I'll fix execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this all turned out.
Hey.
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held?
wrong?
I remember that for sure, so what?
Hey,
Just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement.
You don't have to be so suspicious, I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Makuro is no exception to that.
Huh? Makuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Makuro
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I've told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants. All of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
Listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden?
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable. Leave me alone.
Get out of here.
Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. Need to start getting ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey.
Pardon me. Come on, Makoto. Let's go.
Okay.
Manakuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. Just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. Still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Fuck no, we're gonna have to talk to her again. Fuck's sake, man. Fuck's sake. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
So,
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let their guard down, like I said. So when was it the mastermind let their guard down? I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
What did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. Has there ever been a case of like an organization or anything like, you know, attacking a TV station and taking over their broadcast? Like, it happens a lot in films and stuff, right? Has that ever actually really happened where someone takes over a broadcast? In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off,
However,
and yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must be some kind of reason they had to do something like that difficult. A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it seems
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anyone.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
Outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You were talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
True.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer? I know how hungry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal was to broadcast this killing game to the world, the mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter. Just remembered I have leftover pizza for tomorrow, and now I'm happy. What type of pizza is it, Lenore? What toppings we got? I'm gonna put my hoodie on. I'm getting kind of cold, man. Pesto, pepperoni, tuna, and onion. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think if I hadn't asked, I'd feel better right now.
at the very least.
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
The secret bonus of my toppings is that no one else wants to steal a slice. Is everyone else like, what the fuck is that combination, Lenore? Do you know what I think is banging on pizza? Sweet corn. Sweet corn is a banging topping for a pizza with barbecue chicken. That shit's dope. Everyone except your mum who showed you that combo. Oh dear. Oh dear, she's passed it on. Oh god. That's unbelievable. What are your thoughts on pineapple on pizza? So instead they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer. They made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when the fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
You're allergic to pineapple? Oh, you're missing out. Pineapple's banging. I had some pineapple tonight actually because we had sweet and sour with it in, and oh, so good. Such beautiful pineapple. Makes my mouth feel weird. Oh. I mean, pineapple does digest you, doesn't it? As you digest it, right? I think it digests it. It has the right enzymes to digest your like skin, technically. I think. To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept the challenge?
however,
It's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. Didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right this time. At least I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. Took as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. Totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. We can't defeat the mastermind. It will cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Anyway, right now, we have to go find the
shall we
others.
go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? So, Monokuma has said no one else has stepped in the school apart from the students. And obviously the mastermind killed Mukuro. So... By that logic, one of the people left over has to be the mastermind. Unless a death was faked in a class trial or something. Maybe. Okay, they're not here. And suddenly we were greeted with... You again? Is he broken? Suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. AG 3 for some equals Sen Act 61. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
Wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Huh?
Is that Makoto?
Fuck off.
You guys!
No, it's not Makoto. It's not.
There's
No.
no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
No, it's not me.
You survived?
No.
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that? I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Yeah, I'm a ghost, you're right. Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. We're not friends. I do not class these amongst my friends. As soon as I saw their faces, couldn't help myself. I find that the way they call everyone friends in this kind of annoying, right? Because friends have things in common. The only thing these people have in common is they're fucking trapped here. That's not much for a friendship, right? I started to tear up.
What?
Whoa, wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. Okay, it's Makoto, he smells like a wet dog. Get away, shoo. And in a flash, my tears dried up.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. You need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain what?
Hmm.
But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Makuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't. Like I keep telling you. Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. And who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Makuro? Right. How many students is there? There's 15. And they said there was 16 students overall. Now, Makuro could be one of the students. But what if... Could Makuro be potentially not one of the students? You're saying the mastermind killed Makuro?
that's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spied the trap in time and did what he had to do
However,
to stop him. His decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know...
However,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The Mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the Mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules?
Had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain leverage you needed, didn't you?
Correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
Recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the Mastermind that's ensnared. It's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it later.
So, knowing all of this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Makoro, right? So our job is to expose the Mastermind?
There's more to it than that, correct?
Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery?
But
We've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
anyway,
You've probably guessed already. But if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Everyone?
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? Fine with things the way they are. If I'm living here forever with Master.
I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. Rather interesting development, I'd say.
But figuring out who the Mastermind is and how they killed Makuro and all the school's mysteries.
Pretty tall friggin' order.
Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries.
I'm not so sure about that.
Huh?
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone.
You can't agree? Why not?
Because one of them's the Mastermind.
I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us the little hint of his.
Hen?
Yep, the only people in Hope's Peak are the 16 students. We know that.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? I think Kyoko's opinion's perfectly reasonable.
But why?
So, in other words,
If the Mastermind really is one who killed Makuro, as Kyoko says, then the Mastermind would have had set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Makuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who've set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who've been taking part in the killing game.
Then their Mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. And Makuro, you get 16. So the Mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive, people standing right here, need I continue or do you get it now?
You're saying the Mastermind is one of us?
No way.
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The Mastermind being one of us is also a possibility.
And that is one possibility we can't ignore.
Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So there must be a high schooler. Can't say it's not possible. But one of us was the Mastermind. They'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Whoa.
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
But
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
Right, right?
And maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up the dialogue and actions beforehand.
Who do I think it is? I think there's a potential chance that maybe someone didn't really die. One of the deaths or one of the either one of the deaths or one of the executions was faked. Now, part of me is thinking back to Sayaka right at the start of the game, right? She wrote Leon backwards on the wall. That could easily have been set up realistically. In that case, there's no way you could have had all those back and forth conversations with us.
It wouldn't be entirely possible if they directed the flow of the conversation.
Well, maybe, but still. But out of the alive people, what if Hina's not really that dumb, and we've just been convinced to think she's fucking
You
thick?
all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
Are you saying Hifumi maybe wasn't dead? Yet again, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Hmm?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation.
But
I was planning on working alone from the beginning
In the
anyway.
name of my
At this
family.
point, I can rely only on myself and the Tagami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then.
after making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall.
Master didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him?
Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream. Or coffee. You're totally useless. So, bye.
With that, Toku trudged out of the dining hall.
And now she's gone. You're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me. Don't fucking saddle me with those. Don't. If they put me with those two, and I don't go alone, I am just gonna be so annoyed by this chapter, aren't I? Like, you know, you're so close to the end of the game, and then they go, "What if we put you with thicker 1 and thicker 2?"
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe I just get stuck with fucking thicker number 1.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity.
Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall.
Everyone's really going to go off by themselves?
What about you, Hina?
Guess I'll do the same thing. I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know. But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. Just depending on Sakura and everyone else.
You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died.
That's not true. She's fucking useless. She's thick as pig shit. Let her go.
Makoto, that's really nice of you to say.
But
Still, I know I must have been totally useless. So I figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here.
No, you'll do nothing of the sort. Hopefully, maybe, potentially, you'll die before the ending, so I don't have to put up with you any longer. How you doing, Stoop? Oh boy, it's reading time. Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it.
So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, I'll see you later.
Hina was in surprisingly high spirits so as she dashed out of the dining hall. Once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Indeed.
So, you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
Oh, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together. That goes for all of us.
I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end.
Should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. Then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check. Monokuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before. Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. Don't have time to waste either. Have to begin my search. Still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. Then we can all escape together.
No, we can't.
Guess I'll start by taking another look at Makoru's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. Also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? Guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. Headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Fucking hell.
Oh, Lord, so many rooms.
So many places to go.
What's this way, I wonder? What's on the second floor of the dorms?
The gate's open. Can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means have to do it.
Oh.
This is the second floor of the dorms. Looks like some ancient ruins. Oh no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something.
Hopefully there's an unexploded bomb, so as Makoto walks round, he might just suffer an awful fate. That would be awful, wouldn't it? That'd be absolutely horrific if, you know, I don't know, Makoto didn't make it to the end of the game. I would be, you know, devastated. There's no other way to describe how I would feel. I don't think I'd be able to go on. It would just hurt me so much.
The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage.
Oh god, we've got 174 coins. What if I just went and gambled them all away? Wouldn't that be good? Wouldn't that be like a classic?
I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble.
Alright, there's nothing else I can really do in this room. Should we see if we can go in the girls' toilets? This is the girls' bathroom.
And even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in.
Well, Kyoko's not a pussy. She goes in the men's. These toilets actually look probably the nicest toilets we've seen the entire game, right? These look pretty fancy, considering the rest of this floor's fucked up. Another dorm room. Oh, this is a fancy dorm room.
This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It's a more adult atmosphere.
It's the headmaster's private room.
Kyoko?
indeed.
You shit in that? Have you ever walked in a public toilets, gone, I'm not shitting in that, and left? Has that ever happened to you? Do you have like a level where you won't shit somewhere? I mean, everyone's probably got that level. 100%? I don't think I've ever found a toilet and gone, yeah, I'm not shitting here.
Been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret.
You've seen shit-covered toilet seats? Oh, wait, to be... Yeah, but, like, I was meaning an entire toilet. You know, not just one cubicle. Like, when I used to work in a call center, there was someone there who just did not know where to sit on the toilet seat because there was always a shit smear, like, at the back where their crack had been. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? How can you not sit properly on the toilet seat without leaving a fucking streak at the back of the seat? That's absolutely insane behavior. What up? Wolfram, we're just on about toilets. Have you ever seen a toilet you're like, I'm not shitting in that? I'm too drunk for shit talk? Are you kidding me? Too drunk for shit talk? What talk aren't you too drunk for? I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Sex. I don't think... I don't think Mr. Twitch would appreciate that. What you been drinking, Wolfram? There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem.
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
There's not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. The worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair. Whiskey from the Highlands and like 3 Captain Morgans and Diet Coke. Healthy like. Yeah, the Diet Coke makes it alright, yeah. Whiskey from the Highlands. Wow. That's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
whew,
But I guess that's the best we could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. Yeah, we know that the Ultimate Despair is a group. That is crazy, dog, because I said that fucking ages ago. I'm pretty sure. I beat him to that one. I'm crazy. I'm insane. Yeah, that wasn't the ending. That was a secret ending. In a way, I wish that was the fucking ending because I wouldn't have needed to play anymore. But in another way, I'm glad that's not the ending because what the actual fuck was that? Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something? Or a secret door?
so.
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming in. A breeze? Likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure that out with some kind of trick or
Indeed.
something? Very easy trick, yes. So easy. I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. Saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up. But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. Can't really go from there. You're right, that's not really enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to. But nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So the hidden room she couldn't get into? That's what she meant by regret? I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. Maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password, and if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name? Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. Sure, she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Why were you drinking, Wolfram? Were you out with friends? Was it a celebration? What were you up to? You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay, in that case, here goes nothing. Collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. Typed in a full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. Just hanging out with co-workers. To be fair, there's nothing quite like, you know, going for a drink after a stressful day of work. A Moscow Mule. Is that a whiskey or vodka-based cocktail? Is it a whiskey? Is it a whiskey-based cocktail? They're not from Russia? Are they not? I'm gonna have to look at where they're from. It's vodka, ginger beer, and lime juice, garnished with a slice or wedge of lime. Well, oh, I think it was invented in, yeah, Manhattan, America. That's crazy. What's your favorite cocktail? What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked. Oh, you were supposed to get drunk yesterday, but your friend cancelled, Lori? Can't remember the last time I had a drink. Probably work Christmas party, I think, so early December, but I didn't really drink much.
why?
Kyoko. Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. I'll probably have a few wines tomorrow because I've been invited for dinner with one of my mum's friends. Is it just you and your mum's friend, or is your mum going to be there as well? You love your mum's friends? What, do you hang out with your mum's friends as well? She asked for you by name? Why? Why? Fifth cocktail's got to be a pina colada or gin and tonic. Some basics are powerful. I've never had a pina colada, but I'm not crazy about my drinks tasting of coconut. It's a thing. She's a delight to be around. Do you tell them about your smut that you write, Lenore? Hey, Kyoko. May as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. Like Sex on the Beach? Sex on the Beach is alright. Tequila Sunrise. Tastes like pineapple? Is it? Wait, am I thinking the right thing? Pina colada does have coconut in, right? Because if it has... yeah, it does have... I'll taste the coconut, man. I'll taste the coconut. A good one should taste primarily like pineapple. I quite like a porn star martini. It's simple, but I do like a porn star martini. I quite like a Saturn as well. Have you guys heard of the cocktail called a Saturn? A present wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. I'd better check out the suspicious present before I do anything. There's a brightly coloured box here. It seems totally out of place. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem.
If it is what I think it is. Saturn is new to me. What's it like? Nice. Let me get a reminder for what's in it, because I could not tell you what's in it, but it is fucking banging. So it's got gin in it, falernum liqueur, I don't know what that is, Mernin Orgeat syrup, don't know what that is, passion fruit syrup, lemon juice, and xanthan gum. Let's have a look at another recipe. Pickle juice shots. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I could not do pickle juice shots, man. Yeah, it seems like statins are primarily lemon, orgeat, falernum, gin, and passion fruit liquor. They're really nice, though. They're really nice. They get served with like a cherry and like orange peel, no, lemon peel, sorry, but the lemon peel is like in a ring around the cherry, so it's like satin. It's so nice. It's so nice. If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway.
Just don't scream or anything, okay? You try it. I love them, but they're not a common drink. There's a cocktail bar in my city that's pretty good. So drunk, I passed out on the floor of my bathroom. No recollection of how I got back home, and the £200 receipt. When was that, Wolfram? Was that when you had the pickle juice shots? You saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just going to open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. Stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined? That's going to be a dad, isn't it? Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones. It's not that I was thinking the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box? My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? Same man she's been searching for? That was years ago, maybe a decade. Was it one of those nights, Fulfram, where you like woke up after and you looked at your bank account and you were like, ugh. You just see how much you've spent and you're like, Jesus. Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So,
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all of this. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. Seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. He did say that the only people to take a single step in Hurt's Peak since the game began were the students as well. So yeah, her dad would have to be dead if he was here. Never doing that again. Shit, emboldened me too much. God. I haven't been really drunk in ages, to be honest. It was probably the last time I got really drunk was probably when I was in uni. It's been a while. Alter Ego said the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to
In other
assume.
words,
Most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or, no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility, but I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. Was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride in order to enter Hope's Peak. I had to reveal myself to the school. Why have we got this shot again, really? Come on now. I didn't knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Hangovers are brutal. I feel like when you're younger, they're not that bad. They're awful now. I can't do hangovers anymore. Can't do them. They absolutely ruin me. Just like, you know, you work all week, maybe you go out on the Friday, you spend all Saturday hungover. I can't do it. Like when I was 21 maybe, that's when hangovers got worse, and they've just got worse and worse since. Would you really give up her pride just for that? Couldn't help but wonder. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
because
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. Rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. And in the last drawer... Huh? Is this? It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says in case of emergency. Not necessarily upset about it, but I just know that I've never lost my inhibitions enough to make out with random 40-year-old men like some of my friends. I don't want to know, man. Found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
in other words,
Handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
would seem
Might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? That's a dad with Kyoko. Huh? This picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Is that a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? They did it for free beer? I'll hit 40 and offer free beer. Met a girl in that state on my first night out in UC. It was unattractive to say the least. I remember going out once and we were in a club. And I was just with like one mate. It wasn't a massive night out for us. And this girl comes up to my mate and she tries to kiss him and he's got a girlfriend, so he's like, no, go away. And then she tried it on with me. Which, I'm not gonna lie, was rare when I was in university. Women were interested in me when I was in uni, and I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. And then after we both told her bye, go away. On the way away, she knocked my mate's drink out of his hand, and then she started making out with a guy that it looked like she was with previously. It's like, what the fuck? You came over here, tried to kiss us, and then you're going over there and kissing him instantly, and it was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Really weird, really bizarre. I don't know if it was like some weird cook thing and he wanted to watch, or if like I don't know. I don't have a clue what it was. Bizarre. Bizarre. Maybe she wanted him to fight one of you. Maybe. Maybe. And we dodged a bullet. And I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I went to face him and tell him myself. Took him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. Now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move out. I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko!
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So...
No, it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. I know it's only inconvenienced you that much more,
Hey.
but could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko! Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a bit.
Just a
I
second.
need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you were only connected by blood, not by heart and soul, but... Maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're gonna say? If so, it's just a theory, and this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right,
Anyway.
I'm sorry. Once I got myself under control, I returned to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Time to go find another room. She really okay? Kyoko, must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. He was just really good at giving head, man. There's no doubt in the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. Was paying for a sandwich, but a Teenishi lyric comes to mind. Why would you ever try to pull me a second? Pull me second? Fuck's sake. So good at giving head, they had to keep his head after he died. The ultimate head. One leading Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. We know he's dead though. He was dead at that point. We're wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... someone else who's in the building. We know that. Or multiple people who were in the building. 15 of us met in the mail hall. Add Makuro to the mix and you get 16. Including me, only 6 of us are still alive. And everyone else is dead. Even Makuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left are... me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina. They don't have to remind me. I've been stuck with these fucking people for so many hours. And Kyoko... Man in his 30s, how old is she? Oh, that is such a good point. Only those 6 people are still alive, and there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. Refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. Just has to be. Does it tell you how old they are? But they're meant to be like between the ages of like 18 and 22, aren't they, I think? So like when you consider that, and if he was late 30s, he's still pretty fucking young when he had her. This room is filled with lockers. Must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before us must have used these lockers. Looks like this locker is already broken. Wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. Card reader installed on the door. Must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to card readers for the locker rooms on the 2nd floor of the school. Have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Let's just give it a try. Took out my handbook and run it across the card reader and then... No luck. Maybe the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Wait, but... What about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Took the emergency handbook and run it across the card reader and... Beep. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now then... Let's see what we've got inside. Did he have her when he was like 15? Probably not far off, yeah. This thing is practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. Don't see a name written on it, so I can't see for sure whose it is. There's some writing inside, it could be important. Don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. Saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hurt's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Just so happens to be the headmaster and my father, who is willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe and keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hurt can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation of a new era. It's the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. Can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? If I knew it was and knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. Couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. Decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. Yes. What does this all mean? Quickly scan the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. When I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. Holy shit, dog! When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What was this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Took the emerging handbook and ran across the card reader, and looks like the locker opened. Let's see what we've got inside. Don't see anything that might be a clue. I didn't open that one before. Nothing in that one either. Okay, what about that one? No, nothing in that. What about this one? Oh. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. I think we know who this is. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible. Picked up one of the notebooks I saw. And the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There's no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us. We were all sucked into this evil world, never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? The more I see, the less sense it makes, because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So how am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. Has to be some kind of explanation. If I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. Have to believe in everyone. Let's just check. Oh no. Check this one. No. I think we're done in this room unless... Can't imagine any way to get this locker open. Okay. A metal plate mounted to the locker. There's no way to get it open. Alright, yeah, we're done in this room. Definitely. Cool. So, we have done the dorms, I think. Guys. Lenore. You might have a funeral next week? Oh. Not yours, I'm guessing. I'm sorry to hear, Lenore. Oh, your great aunt, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear. We need places to check. Okay. It's 4th floor up, I think. Really nice. You don't know her that well. Okay. So has it not hit you too badly then? I take it. Head to the 4th floor, I think. All these rooms were unlocked previously. Guess not. I hate funerals. Give me sobbing like a baby. I've only ever been to one funeral, and it didn't really hit me very badly. But I wasn't close with the person it was for, really.
Hey, Makoto.
Makoto, are you here to look around too?
Is that what you're doing here?
Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door. So I figured if all the doors in school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Though I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that'd really suck, so you open it. Sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. I could go to the funeral of someone I don't know and still sob like a baby. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. This must be what the mastermind uses to connect to the network. Even though I'm living it, I might have watched the broadcast of the killing game myself. Don't want a funeral when I die, just share a toast with a nice glass of Pinot Grigio and call it a day. I know one of my friends, his grandma died and she didn't want a funeral. They got together as a family still, but they didn't have a funeral per se. They just, you know, got together and kind of remembered it that way. Like, I guess maybe they also had the wake, but not a funeral. But yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. Throw my way into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. This is the Monokuma control room. There's no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, kind of thinking the same thing. What is this device? Looks like some kind of control panel. Really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a med cockpit, right? Hifumi would probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit? Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just... or whatever, something like this. It was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one, the button that says Data Center. Data Center. Took a good look at the control panel and saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. Just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The one we were in just now. That's where the strange noise came from. I probably better go check it out. Yes, please. Kinda scared out of my mind right now. So I'll just cheer you on from over here. Well, we know Monokuma's gonna be in the data center. Clearly. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey!
Give me your donuts.
Is that you, Hina?
What on, man? Busted? How did you know? Anyway, what is this? So got a remote control camera kind of set up?
You don't even know what you're controlling?
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
I guess I found it. The self-destruct button.
Whatever you do, don't push it.
Oh man.
Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it. The control panel inside. Well, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma. Monokuma? What, for real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. This control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey,
Maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I thought that had been established. I thought we knew the mastermind had been in the school all along. How far back is she? Fucking Sky Plus over here. I guess that would have to be true, but if that is true...
It's a very polarized...
We're not reading this again. They keep replaying this.
Yeah, it didn't happen that long ago.
Oh my god, they really needed to, you know, boost up that word count.
Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right?
What's wrong, Makoto? Don't like that face you're making.
Oh, no, it's nothing. Okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something. I can't say it isn't possible. Really hope it's not true. So, like, you wanna leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. Can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going? Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Right, that's 2 rooms down.
As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why?
Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted.
Monokuma? Hey, no fair. You can't just go restricting whatever you like.
It's for your benefit, because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving.
Then that room...
You may have guessed that's where my controls are.
So right now you're being operated by someone in that room?
Correctamundo.
That doesn't make sense. We're just in there and we didn't see anyone.
Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch?
No way. The hatch on the floor.
Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be open from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted. So no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace.
He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Then when I said we should leave?
Well, that hatch couldn't be open from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault. Oh, okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. Have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay. I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You got me all motivated again. I'm out. See ya. Hina took off at a full sprint. I have to do what I can too. It's the only way forward.
Okay. Headmaster's office? Before we do the headmaster's office, though, I am going to go for a quick break. Because your boy needs to go for a piss. So, happy old man day the other day. Thank you, Amd. How you doing, Amd? I'm old now. I'm officially old. That's it. I'm no longer a young, sprightly boy. I'm an ancient old man. Just like that. Snap of the fingers. That's it. Youth gone. Youth expired. You're still in your 20s though? Yeah, but I'm old. I'm old. It's late 20s. Oh yeah, that's right. How was my birthday? My birthday was good. I got a lot of books. I went out to a city nearby for the day. I bought books. I was gifted books. It was a good birthday. It was good. And then just kind of chilled on the night. And then the day after, we watched the last Lord of the Rings film, so it was pretty good. Get a load of this, literate, reading his fancy books. Hey, no. Most of the books were graphic novels and manga. Only one of the books was actually a novel.
Book boy lol.
That's me, Book Boy Lol. Thank you for the sub, band. Thanks, man. For the 31 months. Wow. 31 months. That's crazy, dog. I got a book to the books. I mean, we could always do a book haul, you know. Maybe after we've finished playing Danganronpa for today, we'll finish on a book haul. You can see all the crazy books I got, man. So many good fucking books. But I do really need to go to the loo for a sec. So I'll be right back in like 5 minutes, dog. Be right back. Hello, he's back. Right. Alright, here we fucking go. I think we've only got like a couple more rooms to look into. Oh no, Granny. Oh no.
Hi, Granny. Hello.
Oh, God. It's been a while since I've done that, man. It's been a fucking long while, dog. How you doing, Granny? You like that? A posture check. Navagas, how are you doing? Are you doing good? Are you feeling pretty good, boy?
This is the headmaster's room. Heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself.
You doing good, Granny? Good. Glad to hear it. I'm alive. I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty good. I'm trying to get to the end of this game. I don't think we're gonna reach it today. I think we'll possibly get to the last trial today, and then we'll get, you know, we'll be close. I'm doing good other than playing Danganronpa. Oh, Makoto, it's you.
Oh, Byakuya.
What's in here then? What we got? A load of trophies. Fucking photos of, I guess, headmasters. Or, you know, maybe they're chairman. Oh, look, it's Chairman Mao. I don't know. Just arrived home. Ate well today. What are you eating? Anything good?
There are trophies and even a shield in the display case.
That's crazy, dog.
There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow makes me feel anxious. The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
You're ignoring me. You think I'll forgive that just because you're you.
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. Got a custom wrap from a healthy place. Good protein, low calories. What's in the wrap? Tell us all about the wrap, Navaga. Sell it to me. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting?
What do you mean, something interesting?
Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Yeah, that's what I was trying to look at, you dickhead, before you told me.
Talk to me, please.
Arsehole.
Class 78, student register.
Contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So, in other words,
Apparently class 78 refers to us.
Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room.
I see.
That's right. Also mentioned class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page.
And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers...
In other words...
There can be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at Earth Peak Academy, just like the rest of us.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. Must be how Kyoko learned about it.
It seems that Kyoko was in a hurry.
Huh? What do you mean?
Talking about when she stole it. The uneven tear and the way the paper had been crumpled. She must have been in a hurry.
Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get it as fast as possible. But what's your point?
She in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page.
The first page?
Correct. Makuro's profile actually contains 2 pages.
What?
So, in other
In
words...
other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro than we still didn't have.
What kind of information is it?
Double shrimp portion, firm tofu, quinoa, sesame seeds, carrot, broccoli, romaine lettuce, kale, Greek yogurt sauce, black beans on the whole grain wrap. That sounds like a lot in a wrap. I mean, you got double protein, you've got quinoa, sesame seeds, carrot, broccoli, romaine lettuce, kale. I think 2 leaves is a bit too much for me. It sounds... I like the shrimp. I like the sound of the double shrimp. That shit gotta be bursting out. Yeah, that sounds like a very much filled wrap, doesn't it? That sounds messy. Unless the double shrimp portion means 2 shrimps. You know, shrimps are expensive. Double shrimp portion? Single shrimp portion's probably 2 or 3 shrimps. It's probably not much. Are these small shrimps? Or are we talking like king prawn shrimps? You know, what size of shrimp?
Why'd you ask me to explain every little thing you can read, can't you? Seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
They were medium size. Okay, the shrimp were medium size. 6-foot shrimps, by the way. Yeah. Oh wait, is that 6 inches? 6 inches? 6 feet? I don't know. Is foot 2 or is inches 2? I don't remember. Oh, you messed up. So that is 6 foot. I'm not wrong. Okay, sick. Yeah, because it'd be... Yeah. My further crush posted a thirst trappy TikTok again. Wait, there's more. I've not even heard about the first thirst trap. What's this, Lenori? He posts thirst traps?
Don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue.
He apparently has a TikTok. You say apparently, yet you've seen 2 of his thirst traps where he doesn't tend to wear a shirt. Oh god. Kind of cringe.
I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Makura reappeared suddenly, and in the background of an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Makuru definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. I need to pay attention to Mukuru's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I feel she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars.
My further detective in action? That's me. He's so hot though. Cringe is okay when you're hot. So I'm allowed to be cringe? Is that what that means?
That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all.
Sure. There's 2 ways that could have gone.
But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I'll be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. Don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro?
Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What's wrong, Makoto?
Huh?
That's fine.
Seems to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should know.
What is it?
You can notice the picture in there. Picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5'7", 97 pounds. And it even lists her vitals, 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think?
What do I think? You're asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean?
What is he trying to say?
He's trying to say that might not be her.
There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying?
Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business.
So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy.
One last thing. Bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention.
Advice for me?
Seems to be getting along with Kyoko quite well.
It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me.
Well, don't put too much faith in her.
Huh?
Other words.
Cost of that faith might be more than you can afford.
What are you saying?
Just what I think. Call it a hunch.
A hunch?
My hunches tend to be proven right. Advice is free this time. Take it or dirt, as you will.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks.
Is there anything else here, or is everything else just no? Can we check these? Nope. Has he got anything more to say?
I don't have time to play with you.
No. Okay, I think we're done here then. Do you think Byakuya stands up to White? Nah. Nah, I think he stands up to let a servant wipe for him. He doesn't wipe. He is someone else do it for him. I think he even sits down to shit. Are you saying you don't think he's human? Byakuya probably wears diapers or something because he doesn't have time to spill. Time to spill and go into the bathroom. That's an interesting take.
Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There's a stack of tarps here. Been seeing a lot of these lately. They're so cold. Why is it so cold in here? The first thing I need to figure out.
Is it to do with these?
Some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. On the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. On the other side, they're off. There's some kind of weird machine. That's it. I've seen this kind of thing in a horror movie and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around.
There's 16. And there's 5 people alive. Wait, let me check that. Kyoko, Byakuya, Turko, Hiro, Hina, me. I'm right, someone didn't really die. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, did I count right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm right, yes. There is another person alive. Someone didn't die.
I am starting to think Mukura isn't dead. And the person who was burnt in her place is someone who got whacked over the head. Now, who do we know who got whacked over the head? There's also multiple other wounds. Taka got hit with a mallet. Monda was executed. Leon was executed. Ifumi a mallet. Sayaka stabbed. Sakura was hit with a bottle over the head. Celeste was executed. Junker was hit with a load of spears. Chihira was... I can't remember how Chihira died. There's some kind of booklet here. It's like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry house for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have been activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. We're not done here. One of those fridges to put dead bodies in. I've seen them on crime shows and stuff. Does that mean everyone who's died is... they're all in this little room? The right hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. There's a makeshift morgue. Fucking hell, that took way too many times clicking on that to get to that conclusion. And about those lights by each slot. Looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue. Now one of the victims is... yes. Can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. Don't have any other option. Okay, we've got to do the dojo in the garden, I think. Let's start with the garden. I think Hero's going to be in here. I just reckon. Huh? It's gone. Makuro's body. It's not here. Who are you killing next in this school? Hina. I don't care that you say it can't be Hina. There isn't another answer, is there? It has to be Hina. The sprinkler control panel is set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. There is still just the 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. Monokuma flower. Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? I don't think it's related to the case, so I'd better keep my distance. Well, we can't look at where the body was, apparently. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. Better check just to be sure. Didn't find anything even close to a dead body. If it's not in here either, then it must be... could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. Tarp played a key role in another case, so better look into it. Killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind. Huh? Didn't notice this before. There's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. And this originally came from the biolab? Yeah, that was fucking clear. We'd already found the stack of tarps in the biolab. I'm sorry. Put it together. Fucking hell. I'd already put that one together. That's all I really need to check here. Holy shit. We're almost done with the investigation, I think. Oh, Toko, is this where you were?
I'm so disgusting. You want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. Figured since this place was related to the case, would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko. Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, you're gonna call me useless, good for nothing.
Nobody's gonna say that.
Master will.
I'm not sure I can disagree with that.
I don't want that. Always being looked down on. Won't anyone accept me?
Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. I was just gonna say there's no clues. Bunch of wooden lockers in here. I found a clue in here, but it was just the mastermind's attempt to friend Kyoko. Can totally imagine Sakura out here using this to train. That target seems pretty far away. I was amazed to see what people can do with a bow and arrow. It'd be cool to practice Yumi. What's Yumi? Suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. What? Did a Japanese person just describe a piece of armor as extremely Japanese in Japan? That is crazy, dog. This armor is extremely Japanese. It's not what I expect from Japan. Don't blame the game. Yeah, to be fair, blame the localizers. That is true. That is true. That is insane, though, isn't it? In a game set in Japan, they're like, what should we say about this bit of armor? I guess it seems extremely Japanese. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. That seems like we need to point that out when the game's set in Japan. I think it's probably class trial time.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best,
I know.
your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Oh, he's already gone on his own accord. I don't even get fucking agency in that. Oh, hey, hero. Makoto? Why'd you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait! There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It's like he was trying to avoid me. I was having to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? You're a dog. Who knows? Who knows what's going on here? I mean, right. We found proof that, well, we found proof that there's multiple masterminds, right? And we know that Kyoka and Hira both had notes in the part of the school we hadn't gone to. Which implies they either survived the tragedy or they were part of the tragedy. They were part of organising it. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. So maybe they'd already been through the game once before.
It's just us and Monokuma.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
The envelope? This must be the envelope.
And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Don't worry, just get on with it.
Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Well, it makes sense, because we'd already seen photos of Chihiro, Leon, and Mondo together, and a picture of a couple of others together as well, hadn't we? Why isn't Celeste in uniform? Why isn't Hero really in uniform? Hifumi's wearing a tie that's not part of the uniform. Junko isn't really wearing uniform. Featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. That's Makuro. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right, when Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, we looked at that file. Makuro Ikusaba? Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Makuro here with everyone else? Even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough for by itself. We're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. No, but you're not there, you fucking dipshit. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. Got cooked by Sayaka and Leon. Because he liked Sayaka. The only one not there. The picture is all 15 other students, but not me. I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. Went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. Thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean, could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way, standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out.
But...
Told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
He's not like all the other girls. How are you doing, Vac?
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. The great Rambler.
Guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. With that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. You still loving Danganronpa? It's my favorite game I've ever played, and I can't wait to play all the sequels as well because I just love them so much. I honestly, we're so close to the end, but so far, I feel like we've either got 1 or 2 more streams left of this. Hope it makes to the Muff Awards. What do you think it would win in the Muff Awards? What do you think it would be? You know, it would win? What do you think it has the potential to win? Navagas. How does that count as a hint? Just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? It looked so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Worst game we played this year? Could we call it the Muffies? What? I think we called it the Golden Muffs this last year. I think that's what we called it this year. Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Worst game we played this year. Is that a new category? Worst game we played this year. I'm trying to think what else could have won that in previous years, thinking about it. But I usually have an award for game that made me rage a lot, but I feel like this makes me rage in the same way. It just makes me fucking infuriated because it treats you like a fucking dipshit, you know? Most fun game of 2026? Jesus Christ. If you consider this fun, I reckon you'd really enjoy scooping your eyeballs out with an ice cream scoop. I've heard that's a lot of fun. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya? There's nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait. Of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Because everyone's seen the same hint, and now they think you're sus. They saw you vent, man. That's just how it works. Well, we did that. So, we've done that room, so... First floor, anyone on the first floor? No. Someone's in the dining hall, we can go there. Okay, someone's on the 5th floor. No one's on the 4th floor. No one's on the 3rd floor. Okay. It looks like I've just got to go to the dorm. No one else is around by the look of it.
I don't think anyone's on this floor. Let me just double check it. No, nobody's here. Alright, to the dorms we go.
Don't know what game we're going to play when we finish this. There's quite a few games I've got in the backlog that I'm like, I want to play. I really want to play the Alters. I need to play Silk Song yet. Haven't touched Silk Song yet. I've got 9 Souls to play as well. I've got... God of War Ragnarok. I've got quite a few games that I thought would be good for streaming around Christmas time. Yeah, God of War Ragnarok. Blueprints. The Lies of P DLC. I got Resident Evil Requiem, but that's not out yet. I got Routine. Quite a few cool sounding games. Routine's meant to be a really, really good horror game, actually. Really fun horror game. From what I've heard about it, people really like it. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you.
Makoto? Sorry, gotta go.
What?
She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop.
Hina, why? Won't you talk to me? Silk Song's my number one from that list. The other good ones I want to play myself. I do need to get on Silk Song. What if he hates Blueprints too? Why do you think I'll hate Blueprints, Trin? What makes you think I'll hate Blueprints? Did you not like it? Just the way you saying what if he hates it too? Did you not like it? I thought you enjoyed it. Ah, there's someone else upstairs, look. For fuck's sake. Oh, you love it? Oh, you meaning two as in, as well as this game? I've got you. I've got you now. I played the demo of Blueprints and I enjoyed the demo, what I played of it. But I felt that the kind of randomness was a bit rough in a puzzle-based roguelike. I mean, coming into Rompa, I knew it wasn't going to be the kind of game I usually play. Came in with an open mind, but dialogue, man. Just gonna do some gamba. We've got so many coins though, so I'm not gonna use them all. 80 pence down the drain, I know, tell me about it. I think it's more so the hours that are more sad, right? Like, what, this is like probably 50 hours down the drain. 50 hours of my life I'll never get back. 50 hours of my life I'd have to spend like interacting with a virtual woman who is my nemesis. Let's give myself 50% chance of something new. Piss. Oh. Unless this is something new, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Is that new? Oh, shit. Oh my god. How many fucking luckies did I get? What the fuck is this? Okay, I didn't get anything new. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Try really hard to get new things. I don't care. That's new. Am I gonna get multiple? No luckies? Are you fucking kidding me? Right, we'll just dump 62 in it, I think. Or we could... Yeah, no. Fuck it. We're gonna go all out with all the money. Oh my god, so many fucking luckies, holy shit. I'm such a lucky guy. We're not getting unique stuff though, that's fucked, man. The game's just like, no. Okay, right, we're heading upstairs, weren't we? That's where we need to go. Yeah. I think he's in the garden, if I'm not mistaken, so we need to go all the way up. Wrong way. Oh, fucking hell. I don't remember where I'm going, man. The stairs are all in very different locations. It's not a very efficient building to go up and down. Like, this is just not how a building would be laid out. You'd have a flight of stairs going all the way up and down. Not this disgusting shit. Here we go. Garden.
Hey, hero. Hey, hero.
Makoto!
What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that.
No, sorry, but I'm in a big hurry.
Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? So I wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It was like he was avoiding me, like he was afraid of me. Why?
Because everyone's seen the same fucking last hint that you have. And they're all like, zoinks. He's not like us. Oh yeah, and then Turko's in fucking Biolab. Cool. Bunny? Yeah, bunny. Yeah.
Decided to visit the biolab one more time. First thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Huh, Toko?
Oh, who the fuck is she found in here?
It's open. Oh, but Toko. Toko, you okay? No, she's not dead, is she?
No, she's just been sent to genocide jail. There we go.
Ah! It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold. I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Out of bothered? Straight up horny? Okay. So why'd you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo, Bazinga. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. Don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing so far as I'm concerned.
Do you remember the girl from Dragon Ball that changed when she sneezed? Do you think this was inspired by it, or is it just a general idea? Dragon Ball that changed when she sneezed? Which Dragon Ball? Are we talking Dragon Ball Z? Dragon Ball normal? DOG? I don't remember many girls from the original Dragon Ball. You had Bulma and Chi-Chi. I've read all of the original Dragon Ball and I don't remember that part. I still got the volumes of original Dragon Ball actually. And some Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I've got my original Dragon Ball. I quite liked Dragon Ball when I was younger. Yeah, I've still got my Naruto as well. I've not got all the manga I used to have as a kid. I got rid of Nura Rise of the Yokai Clans. I really liked that when I was younger, but it is just bizarre. Don't think you ever read any manga from Dragon Ball Z. I've got, I think, 17 volumes of Dragon Ball Z. I never got close to finishing it.
Even if she forgets something I totally remember, it's like double the memory.
No, it's more like half.
But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat.
I don't know. I'm sure Byaku's around somewhere doing his own investigating.
By himself?
I assume so.
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, gotta hurry. Can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now.
Toko shut off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. Totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be a reason for it.
Because of the person in the freezer.
The fridge is open, but I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here.
That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily.
Kyoko,
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it?
are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry.
No, you don't have to apologize.
But listen, about this room.
Oh yeah, it's...
It would seem
It's a morgue.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it.
You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on the way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
Seem
I mentioned she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there,
That's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why is everything gotta be so difficult with her?
anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that.
Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this.
Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it.
Huh? How come?
Because Makuro's body is in here.
Makuro's corpse? Makuro's body is inside the
I
fridge?
see.
Just like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial.
The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess?
So,
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body.
Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the investigation.
Makoto.
Need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. Gonna find a clue this time, and then I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail.
Okay, so what should I do?
So then,
Hey, just wait over there. I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished.
Just wait over there? That's it?
You done?
I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something.
What is it?
It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier.
You know about a hint or something? Didn't take him up on the offer.
Huh? Why not?
because
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer.
That's a good point. Wish I could go back and do the same thing. What's done is done, I guess. Standing here, looking at her. Don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. Can't do it. I can't look inside.
I already asked her about the group photo, mate. Blah, 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 blah.
Already looked through the instruction manual. More importantly, on the left side of the refrigerator,
We've gone through this. Fucking
it would seem
the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied.
we know that. We fucking know that. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on include Makuro's. There's 9 in all. 9 lights.
Yeah, there should be one more because... Yeah, we know there should be one more. I've already gone through that. Oh my god, don't tell me I have to look at the fucking tarp again as well. I've done this.
Yes, you have. You've seen it at the crime scene. We're not... Oh my god. Do you have to treat me like I'm fucking stupid? You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. It's the same as the one I found in the garden tool shed. If I remember that tarp. It had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the biolab and took it over there. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast. Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything? Pay careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood. Seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. That means neither of those with a fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast.
It's another body. It's clear it's another body.
The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
Boot up Talos Principle 2 DLC. I don't think I ever played the DLC for TP2. Is it worth playing? Did they do multiple DLCs or did they just do one?
The only other option in those other wounds, but the file says they were old.
Is that right?
Or does it say they're old?
Huh?
Because
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. Guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However,
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds make it sound like they've been there forever, if they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
What if Makura herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least,
Certainly, you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many? Detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Only one DLC, but it has 3 acts. Last act is not for the faint of heart. Is it like the last bit of the DLC from the first game, Navagas, where it's like hidden mechanics? That I couldn't do one stream and then blasted through the next. Crazy shit, man. It was mental. That the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
in other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, but beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
hey,
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Talos 1 DLC is crayon colouring compared to Talos 2. Yikes. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Only when I was looking at Makura's profile, listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They're indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed,
don't forget about the frame mirror tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is without a doubt Makura Kusaba. Okay. I thought maybe they'd just put the tattoo on another body.
and
Is all you want to ask? Yeah, I think so.
then,
Looks like we have no further business with Makura's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh, wait. Are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like
No.
this? Sad? Do you forget? She was our enemy once. Part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim. Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me. But she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. We have one more thing to do. Something we need to talk to Kyoko about. Need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now, I'll never do it! Hey Kyoko, did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask. Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here? What?
so
What do you mean?
Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the
Indeed.
dorms? I do, yes. To get into any of those lockers, you'll need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get in them using the emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? Found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into that, right? Can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something else written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true...
Does that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate these lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Okay, let me give you the headmaster's handbook where you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD? And it says Class 78 Urgent
So-
Interviews? Found it in the hidden room after you left.
Anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think of it, what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. Guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble?
In
Ramble?
other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I've made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? Can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
however...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burn with a fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow. So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right. But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, or it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. It's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if it was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. Better get going myself. Got the DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. Can't afford to lose.
Here we fucking go. The AV room it is. We're gonna watch that fucking DVD.
What do you think the DVD is? Do you think it's a film? What if it's all three of the Lord of the Rings extended edition? Wouldn't that be crazy? All on one disc? That'd be madness. We've finished it. We've finished it. We watched the last film on Tuesday morning. We got up at 8 AM and we watched the last one in the morning on Tuesday. Still need to watch the last two movies. Yeah, we blasted the last two out on the Sunday and Tuesday. watch all of them back to back. We watched the first one a couple of weeks ago, and then the other two we watched within a couple of days. But except they're long films. And I enjoyed them, but I don't think Tolkien's world is completely for me. Everything constantly drips with hope and optimism and almost has like a religious feel to it. Which isn't really my cup of tea for a world.
This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. Took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. Said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared at the black of the monitor. Must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. Then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? Took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Then. Are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It's the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation.
He's middle-aged, but he's in his 30s.
I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
Sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously a total loss. Made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
Why does my hair look the most beautiful it's ever looked on a Thursday night while I'm getting ready for bed? It's so unfair. That's rough, Lenori. Why don't you take a picture so you can send it to your crush?
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now. Only this. Simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. When I started back to the screen,
Is it going to be fucking everyone?
I was confused before. What I saw next pushed me right over the edge.
Oh no.
Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. No memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said
Sorry
yes.
I'm putting you through all this,
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
but I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
I'm wearing no less sweater and it makes my body look so good, but the sweater is so ugly, I can't wear it outside. I can't relate to that one.
Once again, the video cut out.
From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. We get the point. Byakuya, Toko, Hina, everyone, they all said that they agreed to live in this school forever, and then Kyoko, her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. When he asked her his questions, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke. Out of service.
Why? It just so happened to break just now?
Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
Failure my ass, you cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. And if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. You'd ask them the question, they'd all say yes. Couldn't help myself, I let out a huge exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. What would make you forget all that? Strange, isn't it? Isn't hard to imagine it happened by chance. Seems much too convenient. Convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... is this trial time? Please say it's trial time, because then it's come at the perfect time, hasn't it?
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning.
Alright, are you gonna say it?
Let's get
Okay, there we go.
the beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial's gonna start. Final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. Last time hope and despair are on the line. Don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. We're gonna save just outside this door. Because it feels like a good place to finish, and it's almost finishing time anyway. Do you guys want to do game duel? Do we want to do game duel to finish off? It's game duel time. Jamdol? Yeah, Jamdol. Who the fuck is Jamdol? Hopefully we don't lose today. Oh, this is Tacoma. This one. I recognize that anyway. Did anyone here play Tacoma? Because wasn't it a walking sim game, but it's set in space? I know it's by the same people as Gone Home, and I think I remember it being LGBT from what I remember. I'm pretty sure I have it. But I don't think I ever played it. Just double check. Do I have it? I don't have it. I'm wrong. I've played Gone Home. Oh. Oh, what's this? Anyone got any thoughts for this? I have a thought of what this could be. Inside? Ooh, that is not a bad shout. Go on, I'll guess that to start with. Oh, very good. Very good. I was thinking the shading and stuff, it had to be this kind of art style. More cartoony looking. I think I have Inside, but I've never played it. I don't have Inside. I'm wrong. Sorry. I keep lying. I keep saying, yeah, I think I've got that game, and I don't. It's now happened twice. What? Oh. It's pretty good. Short little puzzle platformer. I watched a playthrough of it when it first came out. This has to be a fighting game character, I think. Anyone know any Tekken characters? Also made me think of like God of War with the style of shoes and stuff. Like kind of thing, but it's definitely not. Definitely not God of War. I could be wrong that they had that style of shoe, to be honest, as well. I wouldn't be surprised if that was wrong. Is there a character called Keith at all in a fighting game? No. I don't know any Tekken characters. What if we just guess a... Sure, let's guess a Mortal Kombat character. No. Oh. This could be maybe a JRPG character. I'm not 100% that this is a... I'm not 100% that this is a fighting game character. But I don't know. Anyone know Dynasty Warriors? Could it be Dynasty Warriors? I wouldn't have thought so with the feet, with the shoes. Violent Ken. It's not Street Fighter. I think Dynasty Warriors looking very likely, but I don't think it's anime enough for it to be like a thingy game. I forgot what you call them. A thingy game like Genshin, you know what I mean? It gives you hack and slash vibes. Yeah, I'm thinking like Dynasty Warrior, but I don't know any characters from Dynasty Warrior. I mean, Dynasty Warriors is like Chinese, right? What's King of Fighters like? These are very Chinese looking names. I don't see why this couldn't be a Chinese character. Retro fighting. You think it's Chinese? Japanese, not Chinese? I see what you mean. Okay, so what could it be then? I know there was a... There was a Musashi game recently, wasn't there? Where you played as Musashi, and there was the other guy. I don't know if it's come out though. It was a Capcom game, and I don't think this character looks like they're from it. I can't remember Musashi's rival. Oh, Monster Hunter's not a terrible shout, but I think armor-wise and stuff, it's not right, is it? This couldn't be like, what the fuck is it called again? Three Houses. That series. It couldn't be like a character from that, could it? Why can't I remember what it's fucking called? I don't know if they've done a very Japanese game though, because they're quite, I don't know, Western-esque fantasy, aren't they? Fire Emblem Warriors? Okay, you're also thinking along the same line. We could do a skip if we don't have a clue with this clue we've got here. And then just type in Fire Emblem. Oh, that's Dynasty Warriors, come on. That's Dynasty Warriors, right? Right? What do you think? Do you think Dynasty Warriors? Yeah, he looks Dynasty Warriors to me in design, no? This guy has Japanese vibes. You don't think he looks like he's from Dynasty Warriors? Look. I just feel it's Dynasty Warriors. I could completely be wrong, but face-wise, he looks like Dynasty. It's not Dynasty Warriors. I don't have a fucking clue. I don't have a clue who he is. Does anyone else? If no one's got a clue, we're a bit fucked, aren't we? I could go Fire Emblem, but I don't think it's Fire Emblem. Okay. Try that. Samurai Warriors. Is that the same thing as Dynasty Warriors? Is it like a spin-off? Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I did not know this existed. I did not know Samurai Warriors existed. Oh my fucking god. They've done a lot. What the fuck? Berserk. They did Berserk in the Band of Hawk? Damn. Yeah, I didn't have a clue about that. Flashbang. It's not loading at the moment. I will get you that emote. Don't you worry. Hazmat infection screening. Or is this quarantine zone? Is that what it's called? The last check. Yeah, I didn't know there was a Samurai Warriors thing. I mean, that's a very new game, isn't it? That's a very easy one to guess and to put in there. This is going to be an old game, I'm calling it. Oh no, it's 2012. It's not too old. It's not Bethesda, it's 2012. It's single player, it's not first person. What about a third person from around the same time? I would say Splinter Cell Blacklist, but that had multiplayer. What didn't have multiplayer from around that time? Assassin's Creed Black Flag? I think that would have been a few years later, though. Unity or Revelations, maybe? They had multiplayer though, didn't they? Not Unity, sorry, Brotherhood, not Unity. Unity was used later after Black Flag. They had multiplayer though. They had a versus. Not Portal 2. It's not a shooter or RPG either, so maybe I'm barking at the wrong tree with that. What about a side view game? Did any Sonic games launch in 2012? What about Rayman Origins or Legends? Would that have been around then? Don't know which one came first. Legends? Oh, a little bit later. Fuck. It's not side view. And it's not a platformer or a comedy game. And that did have multiplayer, well, bollocks. If it's not first person or side view, could try isometric. Isometric from 2012, though. All I can think of is isometric RPGs as well. We know it's not an RPG. So we're probably better off going for third person. Third person what? Puzzle game? What is Yume Nikki? That's way too early. It's not isometric. I think we've got a third person game here. We could bang in a third person title just to double check it. Oh, I've got a good one. Kingdoms of Amalur. It's an RPG though, isn't it? It's not third person? So it's text VR, which is too early for VR. So we're looking at text or auditory. I know some auditory games. Let me just double check. There was one on the Humble store, and I can't remember its exact name, but I should be able to find it quite easily. There's the Blind Prophet and a Blind Legend, I think, are both blind games, and they're just auditory, but typing in blind doesn't come up with either of those. Yeah. Oh, VN? Could be yeah, VN. Was Danganronpa around 2012? Wasn't on these though, was it? It was a PS3 exclusive, PSP exclusive. Sorcery. Oh, that is such a good shout, Cam. Such a good shout. Is it spelled sorcery? No. Do they not have it on here? Danganronpa was 2010. What else is text-based? You got Road Warden. You've got... That was later though, I think. What else do you have that's text-based that was big around that time? What if we do Doki Doki? It is a text-based game. Yeah, it's a VN. Fuck off. I don't have a clue what VNs were around at that time, and it is a horror VN. Umineko. Do you know which one? When they cry, question arcs or answer arcs? I'm guessing question came first. That'd just be a guess though. It's not that. Oh. I don't have a clue here. I don't know any of those publishers or developers. It's definitely a weeb game that I would never touch. The only like VNE games I can think of around that time are like more, you know, like RPG Maker games, because they were quite big around that time on YouTube. Drama, horror, thriller, mystery. Like the one that comes to mind is the one in the school where everyone's getting murdered or whatever. I remember PewDiePie did a playthrough of it. He also played a game called The Crooked Man, but that's not on here. Fata Morgana? I've never heard of this game. What the fuck is this? What the... Corpse Party is the one I remember, yeah. I remember Corpse Party being quite big. I think it's really well known. Never heard of this in me life. Mate, it's got 5 stars on Steam. Set in a mansion, where spirits appear with amnesia. It's a maid in the mansion. The two view the mansion's past in different time periods to learn what has happened to its residents and try to get the spirit to regain its lost memories. You couldn't get into it, but it's super well acclaimed. Flashbang, it still won't let us have the emote. It's like, oh, here we go. Let me just, there you go, get mega flashbanged. There you go, you got the emote. Right.
We're gonna finish off, guys. We're gonna do a raid to finish the stream.
Who's live right now? Who we got? Who can we raid? Oh, someone on my follow list is playing Cult of the Lamb. Did we change the calendar? That's a good point. The calendar that won't stay up. It's this one. Are you ready to see the new cat? Are you ready to see the new cat? There he is! Thanks for this. I'll wear it to your funeral. What a classic, funny, pissed off cat that guy is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's the 2026 cat calendar right there. That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy. That's absolutely mental. Positive message. Absolute positive. Look at that. And now he stands there. What a beautiful cat. What a beautiful Right, we are gonna raid possibly Pudding because they're playing Cut of the Lamb. Cut of the Lamb's fun, isn't it? It's a fun little game. We really enjoyed it when we played it. They've got a big cult. Holy shit! They might be doing the DLC actually because that came out, didn't it? I think quite recently. But holy fucking shit, their cult looks massive, man. Muffo looks like a medieval squire today. No. I don't know why my hair's been really flat today, actually. Someone at work mentioned it as well. My hair's just a bit of a state today.
Baby hands.
The raid message is there in the chat. Thank you guys for hanging out. We will hopefully finish Danganronpa next stream. And then
Once we finish that, we'll start something better.
that's the plan. I'm hoping when we get the trial done, it's pretty quick and we get everything done next stream. Fingers crossed. So I will see you guys then.